Baseball is back. Welcome, everyone, to our special opening day edition of Baseball Tonight. Delighted to bring it to you. This is Carl Ravitch getting you set for the long season ahead. And now, coming up, we'll see the Chicago Cubs set to take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. It'll be interesting to see how these pitchers work. Mark Pryor will be on the mound for the Chicago Cubs. Pryor started last season on the DL and then struggled through some tough times after his return to the Cubbies rotation in June. Look for this guy to rebound. We know what Pryor is capable of. Russ Ortiz will oppose him for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now it's time to send you out to Bank One Ballpark. John Miller and Joe Morgan are in the desert. Fellas?
Okay, Carl. Outside it is oppressively hot. We are inside the gigantic Bank One Ballpark here in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. And we're ready for baseball. It is opening day around Major League Baseball. Baseball's new year. And here we go again. Everybody with a clean slate and filled with high hopes, hoping to do better. Today, it's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hello, everyone. This is John Miller along with Joe Morgan, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Joe, when we had a second or two, what about the Cubs in this ballgame today?
Well, they'll be playing this one with the roof open, and that can make this ballpark play completely different from when they're playing with it closed. Balls tend to carry more when it's open, so that may mean that they have to score more runs just to stay in this ballgame.
Russ Ortiz will be doing the pitching. He was a 15-game winner last week. Throw is going down to second base, and we're just about ready to get things started here. First pitch on the way. Tight rotation there, and it just misses. One ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 pitch. Cutter just off the corner, and he falls behind 2-0. Now the 2-0 pitch. Cutter just misses, and he runs it to 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And his patience pays off as he coaches a walk to begin this ball. Here's the lineup for the Cubs. Sammy Sosa is in the number 4 spot in the batting order. That's where the power hitters hit. Nobody out. The runner at first. A throw back to the back. And he has to dive back. Something maybe up here. One man on, nobody out. First pitch, here it comes. Drops down a bunt. Over to second for one. Over to first, and two. Almost a double play. Not quite on that time. He just didn't beat it out. And the D-backs have taken the field, and here's how they line up. One out, man on first. He's running, heading for second. To the short, this could be two. The throw to third. Sammy Sosa comes up now. Last year, he finished last season with 80 RBIs. A throw back to second, a dive, but he's back in easily. One out, runners at first and second. First pitch to him, right back to the mound. To second for one, and he hangs on to it. Will not make a try for the double play on this one. Ramiro couldn't make it to second. Nice play. They got there just ahead of it.
Well, it's the hardest play to make, but they're just barely able to get him at second base. It takes a quicker throw to make that play.
2 men on, 2 men out. First pitch on the way. Here's a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back in easily. The pitch.
Now he's ahead 0-2. He's got a few pitches he can play with. He'll try to get him to chase something out of the zone.
Fastball swung out of nose down the side of the track.
We'll see this thing get tracked to the lower corner of the plate. It looked like the batter thought he much for him to handle.
Not the way he was looking to end that at bat, Joe.
The Chicago Cubs pick up no runs on a hit and leave 2 men on. Now we'll go to the bottom of inning number 1, and we have no score. Mark Pryor
takes the mound. He is the starting pitcher for them in this one. He was a 6-game winner last season.
Well, any team that has Mark Pryor on the mound has a shot at winning. He'll go out to hit it with a great fastball mixed in with a biting curve. But what makes him great is his ability to spot his pitches. Works the strike zone very, very well. He's lights out when he's healthy and on his game.
swung on and missed. And it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. He squares around and he gets this one down. Pryor has got it. And his throw gets him. Ball one.
Here's a look now at the batting order for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Royce Clayton will be hitting second for them. Nobody on base with 1 out. First pitch, here it comes.
Fastball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch on the way. The 1-0 pitch, a fastball swung on and missed. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Good looking fastball that called the ball. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. The 2-2 coming. Fastball got him. 2 down.
He's obviously a low ball hitter. He couldn't catch up with that.
He just flat out swung at it and missed it, Joe.
Well, yeah, you've got to have good discipline at the plate. Sometimes you even got to take a pitch now and then. He just looked overly eager to swing at 1 pitch there.
Here's how the Cubs stack up on defense. 2 outs, nobody on.
First pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Pryor has got it. He'll throw on to first, and the side is retained. That inning did the rest. We'll go to the top of the second, and we have no score.
The numbers 6, 7, 8 hitters are coming up.
Todd Walker
Will be the first man up.
First pitch to him. Ooh, tight rotation there, and it just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 pitch. Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole, and that gets down for a base hit.
They're starting this inning out in grand style. A base hit with no 1 out.
Barrett is now getting his first plate appearance of the game. His first chance to get something done up at the plate.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Here it comes.
Good movement on that cutter, and he's in the hole. 0-2. Curveball just to the right spot there, but taken for a ball. It's 1-2. And a throw over to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in time.
About breaking 200 back.
There he goes.
Watch this, John. He's seeing the ball so well right now. He's
About breaking 200 back.
but it leaves the pitcher's hand.
Here's the ball hit high in the air, deep in the left field, way back there. Out of here. A 2-run homer.
K's on a short look here at the full-seam fastball. Great pitch recognition by the hitter. He sees this pitch come up and in, and he knows that his chance to take 1 out is right there in front of him.
It looked like Clemente in the 1971 All-Star game at Tiger Stadium, and I do believe the catcher wanted that ball a little bit lower, Joe, than it was.
And it looks like they're going to talk it over on the mound. I'm not sure if they're going to switch pitchers here. We'll just have to wait and see what they decide.
Todd Hollinsworth gets a shot here. Last season he had 8 home runs. Collected 22 out of the innings last season. Bases are empty. Nobody out.
Third one.
Ball put it high in the air, deep down the right field line. And it's fouled. first look in this one. Base is empty with one out.
First pitch, here it comes. Tight rotation there, and it just misses. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, but can you swing a bat, Pryor?
Here's the 1-0 delivery.
Ball 2. That's low.
Now the 2-0 pitch. It's 2-0 cutter, and he missed it. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here he comes. Here's a swing and a miss at the heater, and we're even now at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Slider swung and missed. 2 down.
Man, that's a hard slider. That's a great two-strike pitch. Tough one to hit.
Corey Patterson gets a turn here, slugging under 400. With his career slugging percentage under 440. Base is empty, 2 down here.
First pitch on the way. Cutter just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on the way.
Anytime you get the changeup inside, you're lucky if the guy lets it go and doesn't hit it out of the ballpark.
The 2-0 pitch. Here it comes.
Man, that's what you call popping the mitt. Right on the outside corner. Down and away.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a miss at the hard slider, and it's even at 2-2. The 2-2 coming. Change up. And it's tied with your time.
It's down in the zone, but it's definitely a hittable pitch. Looked like the pitcher just caught him looking for something else, and it threw off his time.
He's an outstanding pitch, Joe, and that will give the rest of the lineup something else to think about whenever they've gotten 2 strikes against this pitcher.
The Chicago Cubs pick up a couple here to break the tie. Now we'll move on to the bottom of the second. Cubs lead 2-0.
The big hitters in the lineup right there in the middle coming up next.
Troy Gloss,
The most feared hitter in the lineup, set to lead it off.
and that's down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Well, most hitters aren't going to chase that pitch down and away because they can't hit it anyway.
The 2-0 pitch on the way. There's a swing and a rocket toward short. Garcia Parra is there. His throw not in time. That'll be an infield single.
John, now they're really in business. A base hit with no one out. Yeah, it's a close play at first, just a split second quicker on the throw, and he would have been out.
As it turns out, it was the runner racing against that throw, and this time the runner beat the throw.
That it was, and he made it safe.
Parra at first.
First pitch, here it comes. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 0-1.
He delivers.
Trying to the short, this could be 2.
Gets 1 at second and 2. A double play.
Quick execution on the 6-4-3 double play.
And John, that was a terrific acrobatic turn by the second baseman. When you make a double play like this, it picks up the goal for your whole team.
Luis Torrero is up to the plate now. Last season he hit 4 out of the park. He had 14 RBIs last year.
Checked his swing, but it's in there. 0-1. Here's a swing and a fly ball. And it's back and over his head and should be good enough for extra bases.
John, you see his swing's very flat here. He keeps the bat in the zone and drives this ball. Let's see if this will start a 2-out rally.
1 second, 2 down.
First pitch on the way. And he watches it go inside. 1 ball, no strikes. He's at the belt. A 1-0 pitch. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Ball 3. That's
Ball
all.
3. He's on top. The 3-0 pitch.
And they had the take sign on there.
Now the 3-1 pitch.
Good discipline by the hitter to lay off that.
Robbie Hammond gets a shot here. Last season he hit 4 out of the corner. His career slugging percentage is under .450.
Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
The pitch. Swung on a high drive. This could be trouble. Tell it goodbye. A 3-run.
And he puts a good swing on this one. Let's see this one again on case. Here's the four-seam fastball. In this situation, working the ball inside is not all bad. The problem was he left this pitch out over the plate a little too much, and he just got a hold of it.
Yeah, they say if you're going to work the ball inside and you make a mistake, you better make the mistake off the plate and not over the plate. And he is really second-guessing himself out there in the mound right now. 3 runs on that mistake.
And I guess it's time for a little heart-to-heart talk here, John. It doesn't seem like they're going to pull him right away, probably just considering making a change later on.
Ortiz will get his first shot in this one right here. 2 outs, nobody out.
And these fans are happy now with this 1-run lead. They're letting their players hear it.
Sharp curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Swinging a drive down the line left, carrying deep back into the corner, and foul.
And they're able to avert any more damage as the shot is retired.
David is going to show us his power shirt and get a better look at the break on the ball.
Nice pitch on the inside corner, and he got it chasing.
Boy, he wanted that one. You can see it in his body language. He just got out-dueled by the pitcher on that one.
The Arizona Diamondbacks come from behind to take the lead with a 3-run inning. We'll go to the top of inning number 3. The Diamondbacks lead it 3-2.
The 2-3-4.
This one swung on and hit in the air. And it's over his head. Should be extra bases. The throw to third.
I like his swing on that double. This is how you get things started for a good inning. Now with no outs, he's in scoring position.
Ramirez will step in. 1 for 1 in this game.
I would say there's nobody out.
First pitch, here it comes. And he lays one down here. They'll apply the tag, and he is out at third. Sammy Sosa is the batter.
Last year he hit a total of 45 home runs. He's got a .545 career slugging percentage.
First pitch to him. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Grounded back to the mound.
Over to second for 1.
But he'll hold on to it, so he just left the run. Lee will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
Runner at first with 2 down.
First pitch on the way. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 0-1.
Pitch on the way.
Lays off the cut. Good pitch, but it's 1-1.
You won't get a ring here, Lee.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Here it is.
Ball 2.
Low and
That's
inside
it.
that time. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line. Gonzalez is there, and he puts it away for out number 3. The Chicago Cubs pick up no runs on 2 hits, and they strand just the 1. Now we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd.
Arizona is leading
3-2.
It'll be the leadoff man trying to get things going here. Luis Gonzalez will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
First pitch on the way.
Come on, Fred, make that stance work.
Here's a swing of the fly ball. And as you see, it's off the wall on a hop.
John, there's a fine how did you do to start off the inning. He left one out over the plate, and he serves it up for a 2-bag.
Wade will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
Nobody out, a runner at second.
First pitch, here it comes. And he lays one down here. And he just keeps it himself and tags him for the out. And he's in there easily.
Luis Gonzalez steps into the batter's box. He finished last season with 17 home runs. He's got a .489 career slugging percentage.
Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
He delivers.
Good power curve there, and he's ahead 0-2. Trying to get him to chase a slider, but it's 1-2.
The 1-2 pitch.
That fastball just about had him, and it's 2-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 2-2 pitch.
You're out of there. Well, he was looking dead red. He got the fastball, but he could not make contact. We're going to take a look at this two-seam fastball on K-zone. This one will run down and away a little bit, but as you can see, K-zone would have still called it a strike.
Well, he does go down swinging here, and his confidence goes down a little bit right here. 2 outs, runner on third.
Well, one thing about moving the ball down and in, the guy's not going to hurt you there. The worst he's going to do is hit a ground ball to the side.
Nice sense. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Comes back with a sharp curve, and it's by him. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Good looking fastball, but called the ball. 2-1. He's at the belt. Now the 2-1 pitch. Curveball swung out and missed, and they're even now 2-2.
Your pitch now, Troy. Huh, baby?
Now the 2-2 pitch. Curveball ties him and knocks. And swings and misses right through the side of the top.
He'll take a cut of this one. As you see.
Boy, he liked what he saw there, and he just plain missed it. He's going to be checking his bat for holes after that one.
The Arizona Diamondbacks get a man to third, but can't bring him in. We're through 3 here at the ballpark. The Diamondbacks lead 3-2.
The 6, 7, 8 hitters are coming up next.
Todd Walker
Will be the first man up.
just missed with the fastball. Ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch.
Strike 2.
Swing and a miss, and it's now 1-2.
Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way.
Fastball swung.
Seems like he's added a couple of feet on his fastball, John. It's getting by all these hitters.
Barrett will stand in. He homered earlier in the game.
Bases empty. 1 out.
First pitch on the way.
The pitch.
Good power curve there. He's ahead 0-2. Fastball. Got it. 2 down.
Oh, that's a tough pitch. John, let's check out this 4-seam fastball. Here's K-zone. The ball's going up and in on him, but he should have been able to handle that one.
It still looked like he just had some trouble timing his swing.
Well, you really got to be careful about timing those inside pitches because as a hitter, you need to shorten your swing to get to them.
Sliders swung on and missed. 0-1. He lays off the changeup. It was a good pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way.
Well, he tried to throw it down the way, but he got away from it.
Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. He lays off that big sharp bender, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch on the way. And he takes that one. It misses. Ball 4.
Good job by the hitter. That pitch is down. Can't do anything with it anyway.
Pryor will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
Well, on first, 2 outs.
First pitch to him. The first pitch is a changeup. High. 1-0. He's at the belt. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball way down mid. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2. Yeah, but can you swing a backfire?
Now a throw over. They try to keep him close, but he's back in there safe. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Strike 2.
He's ready. The 2-2 pitch. Oh, man, the big hook, and he struck it out. Oh, and he just missed that one, Joe.
Well, hard to believe, John, but most big league hitters would have taken that pitch and put it out of the ballpark. Must have taken his eyes off of it for a split second.
The Chicago Cubs can't get anybody home here this afternoon. Now we move on to the bottom of the 4th. The D-backs are on top, 3-2.
The 5, 6, 7 spots due up.
Sean Green
Will be the first man up.
fastball
now,
swung
Big
on,
Sean.
missed 0-1.
He throws.
2.
Big swing and a miss on a fastball. He struck it out. 1 away.
It seems like he's having a pushing on his fastball, John. It's getting by all these hitters. 3 pitches, then he's out. Great pitching here. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, and see you later.
Guerrero will step in. 1 for 1 in this game. First pitch to him. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 0-1. Good power curve there, and he's ahead 0-2.
The hitter's dug himself a hole. Now it's 0-2.
Swing and a miss on the fastball. That's the second out of the inning.
John, that's right. Great location. 2 strikes. Moving it completely.
And Joe, the manager is not going to be too happy.
Not a great swing here, but even the best hitters get fooled from time to time.
Chad Tracy comes up to the plate now. Last season he had 8 home runs. 53 RBIs last season.
If you stay down, you're not going to get hurt. Just keep the fastball low.
He swings and there's a call. Hit very high and deep into right center field.
And that is going to one hop off the wall. The throw to third. Around second now, he's heading for third.
John, you never want to make the last out of the inning at third. He was able to get on his horse and get there in time.
And the big inning, he's driven home 3. First pitch, here it comes. Ball 1. Fastball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. He's at the belt. The 1-0 pitch.
Man, sometimes that 4-seam fastball up and in can be the strikeout pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
2. Up now, Robbie. Let's go, 7.
The 1-2 pitch.
And here's a fly ball to straightaway left. Collinsworth puts it away in his side of the tunnel. The Arizona Diamondbacks get no runs on a hit and they strand the match at third.
Fifth inning coming up here at Bank One Ballpark.
Arizona's on top, 3-2.
Top of the lineup coming up next.
Nomar Garcia-Parra.
A feared hitter. He's due up second in the next inning.
And that swung on and missed. 0-1.
Here's the pitch.
It looks to me, John, that this batter knows exactly what's coming. Looks like he's ready to drive this one deep.
Big swing on this one. Deep to right field. Tell it goodbye. And this ball game is tied up. We're all even on that big home run.
Well, he found a pitch he could handle that time, and though it's still early, they really needed this.
Yeah, right back into the game. It's all tied up.
Just like starting over. Just put the pass behind you and play ball from here on out.
Garcia Parra will step in. 1 for 2 in the ball.
Nobody on.
First pitch on the way.
Well, he's not afraid to pitch inside, and he gives you a pretty good example of that there. Whoa.
Here's the 1-0 delivery. In front, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike now. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Good rip at that one, but he missed it. 1-2.
I can hit better than you, no more.
The 1-2 pitch coming. There's a swing and a ground ball. Clayton has it.
You've got to be disciplined as a hitter to be able to go out and get that pitch down and away. But he's been able to hit that pitch pretty well most of his career. And he does it again here. And it's going to be conference time on the mound, John. It's time when everybody in the bullpen gets up, shakes off the dust. So you'll never know how long you're going to stay with this pitcher now.
Ramirez will come to play. 2 for 2. First pitch to him.
Any pitcher that can spot that pitch there, they're way ahead of the game.
He throws.
Ball 1.
Now he's set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good downward action on that one, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Struck him out, and that's strikeout number 8 thus far.
Man, that's right down in the middle. Well, we're going to take a look back at the strikeout in the sequence of pitches. He threw only 4, so that was quick.
Yeah, that's for sure. Quick. Back to the dugout. The Bullhouse is running at first.
First pitch, here it comes.
That pitch will keep him from leaning out over the plate on the next one.
And a throw over to first. Tracy lets this one eat him up. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Here's the one.
Oh, not again, folks. Too many of these fat pitches by this
Hey,
pitcher.
Sammy, you make it too easy for me up here.
Swinging a high drive down the left field line, and bye-bye, baby, a 2-run homer. So a tie ball game, and then boom, the big fly, a streak of lightning across the sky, and they've got a 2-run advantage.
John, you can see how hard he hit this one down the left field line. What a beauty. No doubt about that one.
Yeah, bring out the tape measure.
This was a no-doubter. Never mind that he sent this thing down the left field line. It was still a long drive.
Derek Lee comes in here. He hit 32 home runs last season. He's got a career slugging average of .474.
First pitch, here it comes. Here's a curveball swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
The pitch.
Swing and a ground ball to short. Clayton has it. Throw in time to close. Todd Walker
At the plate. His career average is .289. He's got 86 career home runs.
First pitch on the way. Took something off and it swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Strike 2.
Right back to the mound. Ortiz has it on the mound. Throws on to first in time. They strike for 3 runs here, thanks to 2 home runs in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th.
Chicago has the lead.
5-3.
The numbers 9, 1, and 2 spots due up next.
Craig Counsell
Is due up second in the next half inning.
first pitch to him. Swing on a line drive. Pryor is there and puts it away for out number 1. Counsell will step in. 1 for 2 in the ball. 1 out. Nobody on. First pitch on the way. Just missed with the fastball. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on the way.
Hike one.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball, and it's 1-2.
The 1-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the second out of the inning.
He's obviously a no ball hitter. He kept that with that one. That's up and away. He decides to swing at this one, but he couldn't get the bat square to the ball in time.
Excellent pitching right there.
It certainly was. Got to give credit to the pitcher for getting him to chase that one.
Bases empty, 2 down.
First pitch done. There's a swing and ground ball. Garcia Power is up with it. Throws to first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this inning. With 3-5 here at the ballpark. Cubs on top, 5-3.
And for the benefit of those who have just tuned in, here's a reminder that this is John Miller along with Joe Morgan. Baseball on ESPN. It's the last third of the batting order coming up.
Michael.
Oh, man. The batter was waiting for this one.
About breaking 200, Dad.
Swing a drive deep in the left field. This ball is going back, still going back. He finds the wall, and he makes the catch. Gonzalez got himself into position to take this one back into the ballpark. I think he took a home run away from it.
Everything's got to be right for this play to happen. The ball's got to be just over the wall, and he's got to time his lead perfectly, and he does just that. Plus, he avoids a collision with the wall. That's a great play. Well, the key to the changeup is arm speed. He had good arm speed there, but he left it up high.
Changeup, waved at and missed. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
Just off the inside edge. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. Tracy is there. On the first. 2 down.
Nice play over there at first, just to mark that one himself.
Pryor will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far.
Bases empty, 2 down.
First pitch on the way. Here it comes. It's a swing and a point towards the hole. Law is there to pull him out. He got it. That was a gold glove strike. They go down quickly and quietly here. On to the bottom of the 6th. The Cubs lead it 5-3.
The numbers 3, 4, 5 spots in the order is coming up next.
Troy Gloss
Is due up second in the next half inning.
first pitch good. Fastball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch on the way.
No remorse being shown to the
Here
pitcher.
now, Gonzo.
He's looking for the long one.
Swing, well hit high and deep right center. This one is way back there. Out of here. A home run. A solo shot. Well, that gets him back a little bit. 2 runs down a moment ago, but then the home run, and now it's a 1-run game.
Well, John, let's see this pitch again on baseball. Here's another look at the 4-seam fastball. Just a great piece of hitting here. This one's going up and away. He just put the bat head out there, and he hit the big fly.
That is a solo homer, Joe. But a solo bomb. That thing was crushed. The bases are empty, nobody out.
They're down by 1, but the fans are still cheering.
Swung on and lined out to right center. And this one rolls all the way to the wall. The throw to third.
You've got to be disciplined as a hitter to be able to go out and get that pitch down and away. But he's been able to hit that pitch pretty well most of his career. And he does it again here. And it looks like they're going to talk it over on the mound. I'm not sure if they're going to switch pitches here. We'll just have to wait and see what they decide.
Green will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far.
No outs, runner in center.
First pitch good. Now a spin and a throw throw back to second, but he's back in time.
He delivers.
He bunts the ball.
Well, this is definitely a sacrifice situation, but the defense just doesn't react properly to this one. Safe all around.
Nobody out. Runners on first and third.
And the runner's breaking. He squares around and he gets this one down. One run is in. And his throw is in time for the first out of the inning.
Chad Tracy comes in now. Last season he had 8 home runs. With a career slugging percentage under .410.
This is a tie game and the fans are roaring. You can hear them a mile away.
1 man out, 1 man on. Runner at second.
He spins and throws back to second. And he's back easily, but he made a dive just to make sure.
1 out, a runner on second.
First pitch, here it comes. Starts him out with a curveball for a called strike.
With 2 strikes, you got to swing at anything close.
Grounded back to the mound. On to first for out number 2.
Might have had a shot to get the guy going to third that time, but they take the sure out at first for the second out of the inning.
Now they got it just in time. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Let's see what the replay says.
Let's get a look at this play at first. You see it? The ball just beats him to the bag. Bang, bang play, but he's out.
First pitch on the way. Now he sets. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
That's up.
He's ready. The 2-0 pitch. And there's ball 3. The 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk.
John, this pitch had to be in the middle of the plate, not up and away.
Runners at first and third, 2 down.
First pitch, here it comes. First pitch is a fastball in there for a strike.
The pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2. Struck it out. He gets out of it with just limited damage.
You see this one going up and away as a hitter. That pitch looks easy to make contact with, but it can be deceiving at times.
Joe, he goes down swinging here, and you can bet that his confidence went down a little bit right with it.
The Diamondbacks come up with 2 runs here to pull even. On to the 7th inning we go. And we are all tied up.
Top of the lineup coming up next.
Nomar Garcia-Parra
Up second in the inning, and he's going to be awfully tough to deal with.
First pitch is a slider high. 1-0. And he fouls this one off. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch.
Well, if you throw the changeup up and away, you might want to come back with a fastball inside.
The 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a liner to right. And that falls for a base hit. The throw to second.
They've got the go-ahead runner on board to lead off the inning. Let's see if they can bring him around.
Runner at first, nobody out.
First pitch on the way. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. Over to first. Good idea, but he's back in there safely. There he goes.
Oh, and I don't think he wants to play.
I can hit better than you, Nomar.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. And this one is into the alleyway and should be extra bases. Patterson is around third, heading home. And that will not be in time, so the run comes across the score. Ramirez will bat here. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
No outs, runner at second.
First pitch to him, and he lays one down here. And his throw is in time for number 1.
That pitch down in the zone that time. Nice work to bend those knees. Adjust to the ball and get the job done.
And a third, one out.
First pitch, here it comes. Ball one. Then they throw wide with the first one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And there's the second wide one. Now he sets. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's ball 3. The 3-0 pitch.
John, this pitch had to be in the middle.
Derek Lee is up now. He had 32 home runs last season. He's got a career slugging.
Oh, watch out here. A fastball coming, but it is...
You won't get a ring here, Lee.
High drive to straightaway left field. All the way back to the wall. Back to the wall, and he makes the catch. He brought one back into the ballpark. Incredible play.
Not in time. He's safe at third.
Really does an incredible job here. Full extension. I don't know. He was defying gravity as he went up and stole his home run.
Times his knee perfectly. Gets a big glove over the wall and brings this one back. That's an outstanding play.
Runners on second and third. 2 outs.
Swings and misses on the slider. 0-1.
On the way.
On the ground is short.
A little 2-out base out here. That will keep the inning alive and give them a chance to build on this slim lead.
Michael Bauer up to the plate now. He hit 16 homers last season with a career slugging percentage under .410. Runners at first and third, 2 down.
First pitch on. Drops down the plate. Cotwell has it. And he throws on the first. And the side is retired. The Chicago Cubs scratch out a couple of runs on 3 hits with 2 men left.
7th inning stretch time here in the desert.
Cubs are out in front, 7-5.
And the top of the order is coming up. Luis Gonzalez will try and get something started. He's up third in the next inning.
First pitch, here it comes. Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1. Good hard splitter swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Tough to lay off that fastball, but he did. 1-2.
The 1-2 pitch coming.
Split finger pitch, got it. And that's out number 1.
A lot of people say the splitter is the toughest pitch to hit. Really tough. We got a second now to see the splitter on K-zone. This one's coming in on him, and he chased it. Tough pitch to handle.
Not too much you could have done there, Joe. The pitch just made him look bad right there.
Yeah, he did. That was just a great pitch for that situation.
Base is empty with 1 out.
First pitch to him.
Quick one.
Pitch on the way.
Slider is down at the shoe tops as he steps out of the way.
When you stand that far from the plate, that keeps you from diving in on the pitch away from him.
The 1-1 pitch on the way.
Strike 2.
Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way.
Fastball, got him. 2 down.
Great pitch. Pitch on the inside. John, let's check out this four-seam fastball. Here's K-zone. He's working the inside portion of the plate here and hoping to improve the swing, and it worked.
He almost screwed himself into the ground. His swing was so big on that one.
He got handcuffed to it, but he'll have to shorten his swing a bit next time if he wants to handle the pitch inside.
First pitch, a slider in there. 0-1. Fastball swung on and missed, and this side is retired.
He was punished here
down. He's great pitching.
Well, he's got that great stuff because you don't see guys go down in 3 pitches like that very often.
Very nice.
And they go down in short order. We'll move ahead to the 8th. Cubs lead 7-5.
They'll have the 8-9-1 spots coming up.
Corey Patterson
will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
First pitch to him. Started to go, but he held up in time. 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch.
Oh, man, he can't afford too many of these. I don't think the Parks will be able to contain this one.
This is swung on and hit in the air.
Gone! A home run!
And that puts a little more padding on the lead. Suddenly, they're up by 3.
Well, his lead was pitched right in the middle of the zone that time, and it's bye-bye baby, as Russ Hodges would say.
Yeah, great Hall of Fame broadcaster. And the 9th inning's coming up quickly, Joe. I don't think they can afford to give up any more runs here.
No, you're right. This is the time your pitcher needs to step up and answer the challenge. Show me something here.
Base is empty, nobody out.
First pitch, here it comes.
One of the pitches that's easy to lay off of is the pitch that goes down and in on a curveball situation because you can see the rotation and you know it's going to break off the plate. Well, you can't handle a fastball up and away. You might as well wait for something better.
The 1-1 pitch on the way.
Well, he tried to throw it down that way, but he got away from it.
The 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and he shatters his bat as he hits this one on the ground. And he throws on the first for the out. Patterson will bat here. He drove in a run earlier in this game.
Base is empty, 1 out.
First pitch on the way. Inside and low. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 delivery. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball in there. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Strike 2.
The 1-2 pitch.
Fastball. Got it. 2 down.
Well, he was looking dead red. He got the fastball. Strike 3. Here's a recap of the strikeout. He put together quite a string of good pitches. We got it on replay. Let's take a look.
Yeah, one after the other, and he just looks unhittable right now.
First pitch to him. Checked his swing that time, and it misses. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch on the way. And this is hit in the air foul down the left field line. 1 ball, 1 strike to pitch. Oh, tough to lay off that one, but it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Good curveball, but he doesn't bite. Now 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. Here he comes. And an off-speed pitch is in there. 3-2 now.
I can hit better than you no more.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
He tried to bring that from the back door, but he missed with it, just hung out there. That's a great pitch if you can start it outside and make it come over the air.
Ramirez with that here. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss, although he looked to be right on it.
He deals.
Here's a swing and the ball popped up. Foul down the left field line. And a throw over to first. And a throw over to first. Trying to keep him close, and he's back in time. Fastball swung on the ball, and with that, it's
Well, he's got to have great stuff because you don't see guys go down on 3 pitches like that very often.
very nice. The Chicago Cubs pick up a run on the homer and add to their lead. Here come the Diamondbacks in the home half of the 8th.
Chicago has the lead
8-5.
The middle of the order, the 4, 5, 6 spots coming up next.
Troy Gloss
Coming to the plate next, and he always guarantees a lot of trouble at the plate.
swing and a miss. He's just a little bit under it. 0-1. Swings and lines this one back up the middle. Garcia Parra has got it. And it's in time. From his knees, he gets it. Wow. Green will come to bat now. He's 1 for 3 in the game.
1 out, nobody on.
First pitch, here it comes. And that misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 delivery. He swings and it's a fly ball to right field. Reyes is there to put it away. 2 down.
Not a bad swing, but he's too far underneath it. And the result is an easy fly to right.
Guerrero will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch on the way. Fastball in there, and it's 0-1.
He kicks, he throws.
The 0-1 pitch is a fastball for a called strike. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. Gannon is right there. Goes to first in time. So out number 3. No runs, no hits, nobody left. 8 innings are in the books. It's on to the 9th.
Chicago is out on top.
8-5.
The heart of the order coming up next.
Derek Lee
Is due up second in the next half inning.
first pitch to him. Too far outside. 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Good looking fastball, but called the ball. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball, swung on and missed. 2-2. 2-2 on the way. Big swing and miss on a fastball. He struck him out. On the way.
Pitching down inside, he better not make a mistake and get it over the plate. He doesn't right here. Perfect pitch, down and in. John, he delivered a 4-seam fastball. Let's take a look at it on Caso. Well, he strikes him out on the 5th pitch of this at bat. He's got to go sit down anyway.
He is really showing nice rhythm out there.
First pitch on the way. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 0-1.
He delivers.
And this is hit in the air to straightaway left. Gonzalez is right there as he puts it away.
John, they get him out on his front foot a little, and that caused him to swing under the ball. And he lost it right to the left fielder.
Walker will bat here. He drove in a run earlier in this game.
2 outs, nobody out.
First pitch to him. Started to go, but he held up in time. 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. And it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Missed with the fastball outside that time. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Grounded down the first base line.
Tracy
Has it. Well, he'll step on first and it's high on the side. Nothing across. On now to the bottom of the 9th. Cubs lead 8-5.
It's the bottom 3 of the batting order coming up.
Robbie Hammond
Is due up second in the next half inning.
First pitch, here it comes.
Not good pitching here, John. Mistake pitches made to big league hitters will likely end up in the outfield stage.
Big swing on this one. He sends a long high drive deep to right field. Boom! A home run. Well, he was going to wonder what it comes with some men on base. There's going to be a couple more runs here to tie it up, but they're headed in the right direction. Now trailing by 2.
But if you need to start packing away at the lead, this is the way to do it.
All right, Joe. I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit. go out on a limb and make a prediction right now.
Well, John, the way things have been going here, I'm definitely not going to put this one in the win column just yet.
Will stand in. He homered earlier in the game.
Nobody on base and no outs.
First pitch on the way. Change up in there for a called strike.
The pitch.
Took something off that time, and he's in control. It's 0-2. Swing on a line drive and foul. Swing and a miss on the slider for out number 1.
Man, that's a hard slider. That's right, John. That's a great two-strike pitch. A tough one to hit. A fantastic strikeout pitch. It's headed down and in. The batter just didn't have time to adjust. He never had a chance on this one.
Not a real good swing, Joe.
But you've got to give the pitcher credit, too. He made the pitch, and the batter couldn't handle it.
But Dick is good back swing.
Yes, it was.
Change just misses. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Gets the call at the knees, and that evens up the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the second out of the inning.
He's obviously a low ball hitter. That's up and away.
He just flat out swung at it and missed it, Joe.
Well, yeah, you've got to have good discipline at the plate. Sometimes even got to take a pitch now and then. He just was overly eager to swing in one pitch there.
2 outs, nobody on.
And he holds off on one low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch on the way. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1.
Come on, Craig, make that stance work.
The 1-1 pitch on the way. And here's a fly ball to straightaway left.
Oh, he misses it. What's going on out there?
I'm not sure I understand this one, John. A perfectly catchable ball, and he decides to get bumpy on it and show off.
I think, Joe, I know what the problem is here. Going for the play of the week on Sports Center. Not a good idea.
And no last long doing that.
And this is low and away for ball 1. Now he sets. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
That's a perfect location for a strikeout. Let's see if he goes back there again.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. The 1-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and an easy ground ball to short. The Chicago Cubs
Able to win this one, Joe. A very fine victory for them on the road.
And John, let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and beat another big league team, you got to consider yourself lucky.
Nomar Garciaparra
Certainly wasn't alone in having a terrific game at the plate, but out of everyone, he is, we feel, the most deserving for our ESPN Video Games Player of the Game Award.
Nomar was the best player on the field today, and you know that's nothing new for Nomar. He provided a big punch for his team, and this game is the kind of game that his team counts on from him on a daily basis.
So that ought to do it. Carl Ravitch is coming your way next with Baseball Tonight, featuring a complete recap of the day of baseball. Until next time, this is John Miller for Joe Morgan saying thanks for joining us this afternoon. And the final score, once again, the Chicago Cubs take the victory 8-6. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com.
so long from Phoenix.